guys, it's Danny, and today I'm going to be doing the Totally Didn't book tag. So this tag is originally created by Read Like Wildfire, and no, I was not tagged for it, but I saw Richard over at Richard Reads do it, Richard Denny, and I wanted to do it. Basically, it's 10 questions where the starting line is totally didn't, and you have to say it like a Cali girl, like the stereotypical Cali girl, because not all girls from California sound like that, but you get the idea. And I totally love the idea. So let's totally get started. Oh my god, I need to be stopped. So number 1 is totally didn't need a sequel or sequels. For this, I don't have a copy of it anymore, but I am choosing Match by Ali Condi. A lot of people have read the first book and loved it. A lot of people have read the second book and thought it was not needed, and that was me. The second book was not needed. I feel like the first book could have just been wrapped up. I don't know. I didn't like that series after the second book. It just didn't go where I wanted it to. And I totally didn't need that sequel, and I totally have not read the last book, the red book, the Reached book, where she's breaking out of the ball. I haven't read that, and I don't plan on reading it because I got rid of the other 2 copies of the other 2 books that I had. Next is totally didn't need to have more than one point of view, and for this I am choosing Red Heart Tattoo by Lurleen McDaniel. This was one of her books that I wasn't particularly fond of. It bounced around from like 8 different people, and then it went into like third person omniscient. I mean, it was in third person, but like it bounced from different people, like focusing on them, and then the one point of view was like the point of view of the bombers in this book, and I totally didn't need that. I mean, it was interesting, but I didn't need it at all. I totally forgot to say that that was because I'd rather just focus on one character and see how they went through it, and I didn't need to bounce from like person to person to person. Next is totally didn't need to change the cover halfway through the series. For this one, I am choosing Control by Lydia Kang. This is a duology, and the second one is called Cataclysm, and this is the beautiful first cover of the first book, and it's all sciencey, and it's got the really pretty blue, and I love it. And then this is the second book, and it just does not match, and it's not, there are things you do not do to books, and one of those things is when you have a book with a beautiful cover, beautiful concept, blends in with the entire point of the book, you do not go and change it. Especially to something like this, when it was this, and I just, no. Next is totally didn't need a love triangle, and I am not going to say anything, I'm just going to show you the book, and that's that. Totally did not need love triangle. Thank you. Next is totally didn't need this book included in this series, and this kind of relates to the first question because these are sequels to a series, but I did not need Evercrossed, and I did not need Everlasting by Elizabeth Chandler. Yes, I have them. I think I've read this one. I have not read this one yet, I think, but I didn't need them. After the third book of the Kiss by an Angel series by her, I didn't need these books, and I don't know why she wrote them. I didn't need them. Next is totally didn't need a cliffhanger. If I Stay by Gail Forman. It didn't need a cliffhanger. Why? Next is totally didn't need a book reference. It's like the example is people who love the Hunger Games will love Divergent. So for this one, I have chose Bear 2 by Sylvia Day. This is another one like 50 Shades of Grey, so they say. It's similar, I'll admit, it's similar. And I did like 50 Shades of Grey, so I did like this book, and I guess the comparison works. But this is different in its own way, and I don't think some people who liked 50 Shades of Grey will like this book, because it talks about a lot of other situations other than 50 Shades. But yeah, on the back it's like, if I were to recommend any book today to readers who enjoyed 50 Shades of Grey, this would be the first one I would offer. So it was compared to 50 Shades Grey, but it didn't need that comparison. It stands by itself, even though it's similar because of the dom sub stuff. Just no. And the last one is totally didn't deserve my time. Half bad. Bad by Sally Green. This one's like kind of, because I kind of liked it, but I didn't love it, and it had the potential, but it didn't. But this is Reboot by Amy Tintera. And Now and Forever by Suzanne Colasanti. I have a review up for this one if you want to watch it. It will be linked down below and somewhere on the screen. But yeah, they didn't deserve my time. I still question why I have them. Well, Reboot I'm keeping because I want to get the sequel, but the other two I'm questioning. So that is it. I'm not sure who has done this tag, so I'm going to tag like 5 people or so down below. But if you're interested in doing this tag, totally do it because it is totally fun, and you totally should, because then it'll totally get around the booktube community. Totally. I need to go. I need to be stopped. So yes, thank you to Richard for doing this tag because it inspired me to do it. That is it for this video, you guys. I will see you in my next one. Bye! Oh my god, totally.